I sold everything within like 10 days period. And it was around like 13K, almost 14 hit.
So close to about $15,000 as you sold out on the first batch. Hey friends and hey Shifu warriors. I am super excited to show you guys another video. And in this video, I am interviewing one of our students inside of Shifu Academy, where he will be sharing with you guys what motivated him to quit his 9-to-5 job working for the government in Nevada, Las Vegas, to go after his dreams at the age of 40. I hope that his story will inspire you to follow your dreams and to do the impossible, because you are possible. We're going to be sharing with you guys the progress and how long it takes to launch his very first brand, partnering with one of the biggest retailer in the world, Amazon. How he able to sell out on his very first batch of products and make a few $1,000s with only a couple hundred units of products. Because I know that if he can do it, you can do it too. So get your pen and paper ready and ready to take notes. I want you guys to take as much note as possible and drop it in the comments so that we can create a chain of learning so that you can share with other people about what we have learned in this video. Don't forget the free training in the description box, where we would walk you through how to get started. Selling on Amazon is completely free so that you can get started. And lastly, we have already announced the winner from the last 2 videos, but they haven't contacted me, but I want to make sure that I stick to my word. So if you are the winner of the last 2 videos, make sure that you reach out to us so that we can give you that free 1-hour consultation call with me that I usually charge about $1,000 an hour, where we're going to sit down, see through your current situation, and also how to put the right strategy plan that help you scale your company 5-10x along the way. Without further ado, let's jump right into the video, shall we? Let's go. Before Amazon, you worked for the government. What made you decide to not want to work for the government anymore? What was that switch?
The last job, I was evaluating the nursing home to see whether or not I can remain in business. You wouldn't believe the kind of thing that they do to human beings in there, from their own children. You know how you travel all this distance to see your mom, right? I would see people that try to steal a house from their parents by tricking them to sign the contract, the deed over to them for $1, by stealing money out of the bank account, things like that. So, you know, this helpless elderly, they don't have anybody to fight for them because they don't have the mental capacity anymore. So I'm there for them. I'm fighting for those people, the elderly, because they don't have the mental capacity. I enjoy working for government. I did it so many years because it's so rewarding. And when I adopted my puppy, I think that's changed for me. I raised my 2 cousins myself, so I know what it takes to raise a child. But when they go to the puppy world, they don't speak back. You don't know what history they have. You have to go down to the level and speak their language, right? So in order for me to train her to become, let's just say, a service animal or a therapist dog, I have to come down to their level and understand their language. And by doing so, I learned so much about myself. So I'm grateful for that little dog that taught me all this thing when I'm trying to teach her to live in my world. And, you know, I got onto the very first camel that they actually rescued from Texas. Then I got on this camel in Mexico. And then I got on horses that we rescued. And I have this connection with them. And when I come back from those places, I was like, I don't think I want to help people anymore. I think the voiceless animal need me a little bit more. So I have all kind of people already. And then with my last governor going out, I was like, no, maybe it's time for me to go out too. I'm going to go and see what I can do for the animals. And the more I get into it, the better I feel, really. So I was like, maybe it is. I just have to eat ramen a little bit more, you know. But I don't have the stable paycheck that I used to have. I just have to work a little harder, cut back a lot more, do a lot more things by myself, you know. So that's the sacrifice you make, I guess. And then I put myself in a corner. Because when I came to this country, I came just like you. I didn't have it. And again, everything by myself, by working hard. So it's not like I had a whole bunch of stuff before. So now I just have to rebuild it, really. You know, by helping the animal, maybe in the long run, it will save me, it will help me.
That's true. And like I shared with you, you take the leap of faith to follow your mission. With the 9-to-5 job that you do, can you go back later?
I could, yeah. I think with all the years of experience that I have, I'm sure I can go back. Do I want to?
Yeah, I'm happy that you get to help people, and now you get to help the helpless animal. My point here is like the job that you quit to pursue this journey is always there. You can always go back to make it, because with experience that you have, the job market still needs you. But the animal, also the calling for your purpose. Let's say if this year is your last year, you're gonna be so happy that you follow your dream so that you help the animal. Just like a lot of people, they die with their dreams, they never get to start. And
that's the second thing that I saw too, that they share with me. You know, because I go to community events where I listen to all the people that actually live in those retirement, and that's one thing that they tell me all the time. A lot of people that have the job that I had, they work for the government for 30 years, and then, you know, they regret that they didn't go travel to the places they want to, because they trust in, you know, that they worked 30 years and will have time later on to go travel, but they got sick and they become disabled, and they in that home, or some of them just pass away and they never get to do what they want to do. So yeah, when I got the chance, I was like, no, I think it's still soon enough. I just have to do it. Like something in me, I just have to do it.
Because you've seen all the regret story from people, and you don't want to be another regret story. A lot of people die with their dreams, bring their dream to the casket, and I'm glad that you took the chance. And the reason why I'm asking you that question is to help inspire people who may be perhaps on the same journey as you in the past, but they are too scared. Because the best thing we can do for people is just helping them overcome their self-doubt and challenges, and eventually to follow their passion, because the 9-to-5 job is always there. You can always go back to your 9-to-5 job, but if you die this year, you're going to be happy that you took the leap of faith to follow your dream, and now your dream works. Making money online, able to see the future that you travel, making money online, and also spend time with your dog and your family.
So I spent so much time helping people, but I never did for myself. So I think I shared with you last year. She told me, it's your time. Go do it. So I don't make the money I used to make. You know, I feel like a loser. But she's like, no, it's your time. You put everybody first all the time. It's your time. So I was like, I'm just going to go do it. So
I would rephrase that: you have not made the money you make before, because it takes time.
It does.
Rome never built in one day, and building a house doesn't take 1 month. It takes 6 months to a year. And right now you're building a kingdom. You're building Rome. It's gonna take time, but then once it's built, how many lives you can help? As you help people, you get rewarded. So you will make the money. You haven't made it yet because you're in the process of making it. So be proud of yourself.
You know, I'm thankful that you say that. So I got to remind myself once in a while, like high five myself in the mirrors sometimes, because when you put your head down to work, you sometimes forget to look up. You know, just give yourself a high five, really.
How much have you generated for the past months?
I have 30 days. I sold everything within like 10 days period, and it was around like 13K, almost 14 hit. It's only showing one bar for some reason.
So close to about $15,000 as you sold out on the first batch. So right now you're already a 5-figure seller. So you can start hitting 6 figures. And how much is the top seller of making?
35.
35 per month, right?
Right.
That's going to be the next goal that you are trying to achieve incrementally. So right now, pretty much you just need to double so that you can reach to 30.
Yeah.
You share with me is your customer already sharing that your product is the best offer already. It's pretty good that you have the best offer. So now really just double down. Congratulations. You see all the hard work that you pay, and eventually it's starting to see the result. How do you feel when you actually serving customer without leaving your home?
It's awesome. You know, I don't have to leave my puppy anywhere. I actually hang out with my puppy, and then, you know, help other puppy owners. I think it's rewarding. I understand what you're doing now, like educating people. When they have that light bulb moment, come on. When I educate people and then they treat their dog differently and they see the dog differently, yeah, it is really rewarding, because, you know, some people just treat it as a dog, but in reality, if you really understand the dog, you can learn so much from it, which is what I did in the past year. So, yeah, so it's just great. You can do from home. You know, I wrote a check to the foundation where I got my dog from. I'm just going to eat ramen a little longer because
So
it's great though.
how long did it take you to find your first products?
Maybe a month and a half. Yeah, because I did that with my own dog, and I know it works. And so I went back to it, and I just happened to stumble across it. It doesn't mean that it's going to be like the best product ever, but it works with the number. So.
Yeah. And was it hard to find your first products afterward?
For me, I thought I shoot myself in the foot by choosing a specific niche, but somewhat it can make it easier for me because I just look in that particular niche for the numbers that you guys suggested me to, and then just find a product like that meet those criteria, and then go from there. And then I take a gamble on doing variation. So it's like I'm launching 3 products at the same time, really, because each one of them have their own issue. But yeah, it's great. It's a great learning experience for me. Every day I feel like an idiot because I always learn something new. I love it. So.
Yep. When you starting something, it's always good when you feel uncomfortable. That's when you learn. Another thing I want to ask is, how long did it take to launch a product?
I would say it took me 2 months at least. It does take a few months to get all the ads on correctly, all the sizes correctly, and the correct supplier. But then now it make it easier in the long run because now I have a reliable supplier that can save me on material design. They can actually make more products because they do have the capability, and all my design logo and the blade I already bought for them. So it make it easier in the long run. So it does take a little initial time at first. And like you mentioned, anything worthwhile is going to take time. Mm-hmm. So I'm glad that I spend a little more time at the beginning, so that it's easier for me in the long run to do anything. So now when they say they're going to mail this at a certain time, they're going to do this at a certain time, I don't have to second guess it. It's going to happen, which is, I think, is very hard to do when you're so far away. I never met the supplier or, see anything. I just see everything on video. So I'm glad that it worked out the way that it is. So the short answer, a few months to develop the right product.
Yeah. What is your budget on your first batch of products?
No, I don't have much money to begin with. Mm-hmm. So I try to aim under 5,000 for my first batch. Mm-hmm. In case it fail, I can just scrap it and start over. Mm-hmm. So I was aiming under 5. So my product had to stay under 50, 60 bucks. You cannot go above that, because the initial investment would be too large. Mm-hmm. So at this current time, from the profit calculation, it would stay at 48%. It would stay that way, and then it would work out perfectly, even though my budget was only 5. But yes, your answer to the question is it's around 5. I aim to be under 5. I didn't want to be over, so I did that. Yeah.
Awesome. And regarding to that budget, what is the actual budget that you spend on your first batch of product total, including all the costs?
All the costs, it's unfair for me to calculate the lawyer fees and all that, right? So I'm just going to say the bulk order itself is like 3,000. Mm-hmm. And then with inspection and then shipping is another 500 bucks, as I say. Mm-hmm. So 500 bucks, the product cost itself to get to Amazon door. And then, all the fees is the cost of business, like, the lawyer fee for the brand, things like that.
After all the costs, what is your net profit margin after all the costs?
From the calculation that I did, 48%. That's what I'm hoping for. So if I get this return rate down to under 10, I think I can stay at around 45% profit. And if I do the 900 unit, I can go up to, I think, 60, because the product cost is almost less. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Awesome. And that's a good thing about building your own brand, where you can control your profit margin. And for you, when you close out at $15,000, it's to allow you to, let's say, after all the costs, you were able to make decent amount of profit in terms of thousand, right? And are you happy seeing the result?
Yeah, but I'm always the worst case scenario, guys. So I'm terrible for that answer, because, I'm happy, but I also know that the road ahead is long. Yep. And it's a rough road. Mm-hmm. So, I'm getting ready for it, really. Yeah.
And as you saw Susan, she is now at 88,000, right? You saw her win, right?
No,
check the win channel. She is at 88,000 after the relaunch, the third relaunch. So that means the profit that you make right now, because you triple the volumes, you're gonna make almost triple the amount of profit, and then just reinvest everything back. So you have a brighter future. Like I showed you, you're gonna have plan for the worst, but always look up to see the horizon. That's when you shoot for, and look back and see how far you have go from 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah,
good job, Antoine.
I gotta remember that to listen to you, let you celebrate a little win. But yeah, I don't doubt Susan make that much, because you're doing like 1,000 net or 2,000 net a day. It makes sense for her to go that high, because I think she got an Amazon choice.
And for you, because you're top 20 right now, but as you climb your way to the top and focus on more sales velocity, that help you to grow more relationship with Amazon. And for the next 2 batch, that's when you really start seeing a bigger and better return. It's a long-term game. Just think of it as a house. When you first build a house, the first time, maybe it's going to take 6 months to build the foundation, which you already did to build a house. Now you have a house, which is the product, the listing images, and the reviews. And now you're looking to rent it out, selling to people, serving people. The first month, second month, or the first batch, second batch of product, you make a little bit of profit. And as you're growing more reputation, you're going to make more money along the line, just like Susan. So believe in more in yourself. And like I share with you, every time you feel doubt, always look at how far you have come from 6 months ago. Now you're here. Be proud of yourself and celebrate. How do you feel knowing that you are making money while you sleep?
Oh, that's awesome. It can actually sales. And I didn't do any selling. It sells by itself. But yeah, it was exciting to see. It's very addictive. You could go back and refresh it and all. But yeah. So I hope the next batch is doing that well. And, that way I can refresh it again,
That is the
it's great. It's a great feeling.
That's the addicting feeling. Like every day you're scrolling like this and you're asking yourself, is it real? Is it real that people purchasing mine? While I'm talking to you, I'm making money too. 30.
Yeah, let me see.
Yeah, 30.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, while I'm talking to you, I'm making money.
Is that 1.8 million?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And same for you. I started this a while ago, and now it just continue to pay dividend. Just like you invest into a long-term stock, and it's continue to pay dividend.
Yeah.
Did you show your wife as you wake up?
Yeah. So I waited until she wake up, and I was like, so guess what happened overnight? And I show her like a 10 sales or whatever, and she's like, really? Is that real? And I was like, yeah, it is real. And then we refresh it, and then it's like 11 orders, 12 orders, and she got excited. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. this thing actually works.
Yeah. And how much time that you spend, let's say, on that day?
Not much. I would say 2-3 hours at the most. But that's just to check it, and not to respond to any ManyChat thing that people ask. But if not, I can just ignore the ManyChat. I wouldn't, maybe less than an hour really, because everything is already up and running at that point. So, it's not bad at all. It's very addictive.
Awesome. All the hard work is paid off.
Yeah, but the greater feeling I have, I enjoy when I'm able to give them that check to the Animal Foundation. Is that I think it's a greater feeling for me to give it away.
Do you see yourself living in a different country while making money in America, and spend a U.S. dollar in a developing country where the dollar go bigger and better?
I do. I already pick our country. What? And I actually it's down Ecuador, and I have a friend down there already, and bought like a 20-acre piece of land, and he has so many Canadian and American down there already. That's a retirement community. But yeah, I want to go check it out. My wife does speak Spanish, so she can save me there. And then when I get too hot or too crazy, and then I can go like hang out in Saigon or something.
And you can still make money online. That's the goal.
Yeah. I want to be you when I grow up.
Yeah, in the Amazon journey. And like I share with you, it will work. For you, I would say everything is possible. Just like the American dream that you already achieved, the Amazon dream is not that far to live everywhere you need to be, and while making that US dollar where you can spend it, let's say in Asia, let's say in like Mexico, Ecuador, where the US dollar go bigger and better, you're gonna end up saving some more money. along the way where the cost of living is lower too. Do you glad that you didn't give up on the journey?
Yeah, man, I'm glad I met you. You know, I learned so much from the mindset. I'm glad I met Tim. You know, he put me through all the training and stuff to show me that I underestimate myself. That you can do much more. You put your mind to it. So yeah, I'm glad to meet you all. And then Han taught me some bad habit of eating. Add like the fat stuff to my pho and stuff. Yeah, but I'm glad to meet you all. And otherwise, I don't think I can do this by myself. Really, that's my point. But so I'm glad I met you guys.
I have Shifu Chung here. Do you want to say something to him too?
Hey Chung, I just want to say thank you for giving the idea to me to educate myself. So I signed up for Tony Robbins for the first time. So I'm gonna go do one of the events in March. Yeah, so I want to do 4 days with him. Yeah, thanks to you.
How is it gonna change your life, man? Just keep investing in yourself, man. That's it.
Yeah, I enjoy every Monday morning, every Monday class that you had. I've never missed one. Yeah, so it's beaten into me. Yeah, and I was sharing with Justin. I was able to ride the first check to the Animal Foundation where I got my puppy from, and then I spent the rest on Tony Robbins. So I'm gonna eat ramen for a while. but yeah, thanks a lot, Joe.
That is awesome, man. I'm very grateful, dude. Just keep learning, keep growing, and your life will be elevated, bro. It's gonna happen. Things gonna change.
Yeah,
it's gonna happen.
And I don't only go by myself. I drag Tim with me too. Tim and then Lynn and all that. I drag them with me. So we're gonna join that Tony Robbins together next month. So Tim, the crazy guy with the cold lunch. Yeah.
Awesome, brother. Awesome. Make it happen.
For $15,000, how much profit you have made from that first batch?
So the first batch, it only cost me about $500. So whatever the rest is, that is the profit. I was so glad to do that, really, with a little profit. So hopefully the next time will be better.
Awesome. Yeah, it's just a start. Yeah. Like Chung, do you remember the first time you make profit? How much was it on your first company?
Shoot, man, it made like $1,000, man. After like 3 years, man, it made like $1,000. It took a lot of time, but eventually we started making, a lot of money. But the first amount, I didn't make anything. Probably like $1,000 over like 3 year period.
So for you, Antoine, remember it's gonna double up later. If you can make $1, you can make $2. If you can make $2, you can make $5. And for Chung, he built his company to where it's doing about $15 million. And for you, your market is big. The dog market is big, just like Chung market is in iPhone cases. So for you, believe in the process, okay? And then Chung, any last word for Antoine before? I know you're driving, so I don't want to keep you out of your focus.
Yeah.
Man, just hang in there. The game is about endurance, man. That's it. Just hang in there and just keep trusting the process. Just keep sticking to it, man. Don't neglect the baby, right? Your baby's growing right now. Just don't neglect it. Just keep staying on it. And it's just going to keep growing, man. But you just got to stay in. Don't deviate from what you're already doing, man. Just keep doing what's working and just stick to it, all right? Have endurance and endure through the process. And, dude, there's going to be fruit. It's going to happen, Profit's going to come in a lot faster, too. So just watch out for that. Prepare for that.
Yeah, I also want to say I'm grateful for you, too, Joe. Your mindset, motivation stuff really worked for me. Do the grateful moment in the morning meditation and stuff. It does help. So I just want to say that I'm grateful for all the classes that you have. It really changed my mindset.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man. I am very happy that you receive something every day, man. That's my goal, is just to make sure that everyone receives something, right? Get something out of it so that they can make their life different. You change your mind, bro, you change your life. That's just how it is. Change your mind, change your habits, you change your life. All right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, you're so right. You are your thought. So thanks a lot for that.
No problem, man. I'm here for you guys. I'm going to get back to driving because it's kind of dark.
Yeah.
But, hey, I'll talk to you guys later, all right? Good day.
All right.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Bye, Jim. Awesome, Antoine. And I'm happy that you believe in the process. And for you, let's say if someone is listening to this one, and let's say if they kind of have a lot of self-doubt in themselves, they wanted to do something with their life, let's say building a business, but if they have self-doubt, what would you tell them?
To me, I can only speak from my experience, right? So I told you before when we met the last time, The comfort zone is always not the scary zone for me. So every time I get into a comfort zone, when I look around, I know I'm in the comfort zone, I got to get up and I got to feel uncomfortable. And every time I do that, I know I grow a little bit. And each time, personally, I grow is one thing. But, anything else, socially, financially, it just go with it that you grow. So every time I get into a comfort zone, I only have to break out of it. And if you do have self-doubt, I think the best thing to do is to work on your mindset. Thanks to you, I got into stoic mindset. I think I'm on my 3-4 books now. And then when we in a workout with Tim now, that's what we talk about too. So the mindset is so important. So there's a lot of out there that's not really focusing on mindset. So that's one thing I learned from this, that I focus on mindset. That's what the key is. Just like Buddhism, right? They just focus on mindset. When you conquer that, you got everything. I mean, I'm a Catholic guy, but the funny thing about me is that my dad is Buddhist. So in the morning, I would go to Buddhist temple, and then in the afternoon, I would go to church with my mom. As a Catholic boy. So I have a view of both worlds. But yeah, like mindset is important when you have self-doubt. And I think take the first action if necessary. Just like that book that you say, what is that? Aim something and then shoot and then aim. Mm-hmm. Take the first action is so important. Because I was that guy that I overthinking, overanalyze. And just like anything, it's gonna stop you from doing the very first thing. Just do the very first thing. Like I forced myself into a corner of unemployment, and then they forcing me to work a little harder. So it's working out slowly so far. So hopefully it's gonna be better.
Yeah, it will be better
in the long run.
Like I share with everyone, it's gonna get better if you believe more into yourself. A lot of people, they have self-doubt, and fears kill more dreams than anything else. In the beginning, why did you decide not to do it by yourself?
Because I don't have to believe in myself, first of all. The self-doubt is so big, right? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, you are what your thoughts are. Because I'm so used to my comfort zone when I know everything in and out of my job. Mm-hmm. I can deal all the way from the regular Joe all the way to the governor. I know how to deal with it. But now when I go into the Amazon game, I don't know where to start or how to do it. Mm-hmm. So kind of freaked me out. I'm sure the ability to do it is there. It's just somebody has to tell me that I can do it. That's ridiculous that it sounds. But yeah, I'm glad I did it because it worked. So I follow along, and then now it's just tuning it really. Yeah, like now I have my website running, so hopefully I can get some of the traffic out of Amazon. Because when I look at the seller board, the majority of my sales are organic sales. Yeah. So it's not much that coming from PPC. So hopefully, yeah, my next plan is to get some of the traffic out of Amazon, But yeah, I'm really glad I met you.
Yeah. I want to stop you right there just to let you know that before you get traffic outside of Amazon, just really focus on Amazon for now, building the brand for itself. The problem for most new Amazon sellers, they branch out too fast after they have the little taste, but they forgot to build a relationship with the big man, which is Amazon. Because the listing, the reviews on Amazon, everything that you put into Amazon will last for 10 years, 20 years later, and more customers are going to purchase your product because you get the organic ranking with Amazon. And it's pretty much free marketing. Right now, you are driving, beside Amazon advertising, you're getting sales from outside of Amazon. But imagine if you get to tap in to Amazon customer without paying a single ad. That is the end of the organic ranking. So focus on building relationship with Amazon until you become the top dog in the industry. That is when you start to build diversification, to build brand independent outside of Amazon. I just want to stop you right there to let you know, don't branch out too fast, because that is the problem. Just like if you want to become the next governor, or let's say if you want to become someone powerful in the government, you have to build a relationship with the governor or with the presidents, right? Because you live in America. Same, you live in the Amazon ecosystem. You have to build relationship with them so that you can survive in there and build long term before you start, let's say, branch out later on.
Right. Oh, thank you for the reminder. That's great.
Yeah, there's a lot for you to learn, because this journey is continuous journey. Everything you learn is a continuous journey, not just one thing because you know that there's a lot of people want your spot. So how do you compete with them? You are the best right now, but someone gonna steal your idea and become better. How do you compete with them? The only thing you can compete with them is build relationship with the big guy. That is one of the strategy that we do. But later on, when you branch out, we have different strategy that help you to beat the competition outside of Amazon too. Because outside of Amazon is another ocean that you have to overcome. Right now, you have to finish, become the best in your pond first before going to the next pond.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes total sense. To me, I'm scared to death because relaunching is where the real test is, right?
It's gonna be easy. You just do exactly what you have done. If you say it's hard, it's gonna be hard. Don't be scared.
That's why I love about you, Justin. Every time I come with you, like with the challenges, you're like, no, it's easy. You can do it. I love it.
Yeah, it's because I learned from Chung, my mentor, Chung. Chung, that is the mindset from Chung. He don't face away from the problem or afraid of the problem. Head on to it because you learn. You learn by putting yourself into a driving car. You never learn by putting yourself in a parked car. Driving is scary, but as long as you get to the finish line, that's what matters.
I owe it to June. This is the first time I actually joined Tony Robbins because he beat it into me about Tony Robbins. So I just signed up for the very first seminar of Tony Robbins. Yeah, I gotta tell June that. But yeah, I learned so much from the first seminar. I got hooked, so I used a little bit profit and then I signed up for the next one. But yeah. I know what you mean. It's a long game. The real test is coming.
And it's worth it in the end, And for you, just the feeling of making money at your home. So now think of it this way. A year from now, you can be like me in Vietnam. I'm in Vietnam right now and I'm making money while I'm traveling. So right now you're already making $15,000 right from your home, right?
Yeah.
And that is just the beginning because if you never make money, the dream will never be there. But if you make a little money, it's going to get bigger as you double, as you triple your effort, right?
Yeah.
How helpful is our advice and guidance and also the connection that we share with you?
It's great because it served me as a guide for me to somewhat do an elimination process too as you go through the supplier and through the agents. In my case, I was lucky enough to find a supplier that I can communicate directly. I didn't have to use a sourcing agent, and then they were on top of their words. So they say what they do, So, and they have no problem accepting payment the way that Alibaba had them set it. So, yeah, the guidance was great because I know what to hit or like your template on what to say to the supplier. I know how to talk to them. Or how not to say. So even now, to negotiate into my third batch, the cost go down tremendously on the third batch because now it's 900 units instead of 3. So the cost going, I think, like half or even 1/3 really. So yeah.
And it helped you increase your profit margin also.
Yeah. So my job right now is just fine-tune the product so that the return rate will get smaller. As the return rate get better, and then my profit is larger.
Yep, that is correct.
I appreciate it, Justin. Teaching me all this stuff. So, and it's great to have a chance to say a few words to Charlie there, because I do appreciate you all, making all this happen. It wouldn't be possible without you guys. So, thank you very much.
Hey, anytime, man. Do more and multiply, okay? Multiply yourself so that you can help the world.
I plan to do so.
Thank you, brother. Keep in mind that as long as you believe and every time you feel self-doubt, surrender. Learn to surrender. Say, hey, God, I know that is perhaps something out of my control, but I'm giving up to you. I'm following your plan because you used to be an immigrant, came to America with nothing, but his blessing allowed you to be here in this journey now. So continue to surrender to him every time that you feel lost, when you feel self-doubt, because his plan is greater than yours. He don't just put you here for no reason, because like we shared with you, we don't take a lot of people in, but if we take you in, we know that you have a greater purpose. There's a meaning.
True. Yeah, that's great words. Yeah, man. Yeah, thanks a lot, Justin.
Anytime. So continue to multiply, okay? I'll see you soon, bro.
All right, man.
Brother.
Take care. Goodbye.
Take care. Bye.
I do appreciate you all, making all this happen. It it wouldn't be possible without you guys. So thank you very much.
Hey, anytime, man. Hey guys, I hope that you enjoyed this session and make it all the way into the end. Be honest with you, it took me over 4 hours just to really editing all of these pieces together. And as I'm talking to you, I'm actually editing the video that you're watching. So I hope that this has been helpful to you. And if you really enjoyed today's session, please don't hesitate to subscribe to my channel, where I'm going to be sharing with you furthermore about Amazon, about entrepreneurship, and the reality of Amazon that would help you to build a right foundation for your business in the future. If you like this video, please drop the like button and also comment down below what you want to learn more from me, so that I can brainstorm and make the next video so that it helps you and your business thriving to the next level. And don't forget to check out the link in our video description, where we have the free training video that will show you the step-by-step on how to build and launch successful Amazon autopilot business, so that it help you gain back your time, gain back your financial freedom, so that you can spend more time with your loved ones and ultimately become your own boss. If an immigrant like myself, who came here with nothing but our dreams and the willingness to make it happen, I know it's possible, and you is possible too. Believe in yourself every single day, okay? Win 1% every single day with your mind, with your body, and with your finance. And take action. Start with 1% a day. I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys soon.